Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Intrepid Dawn. My name is Captain Katarn, and this is Star Wars: The Old Republic. We're playing episode number 2 of our Han Solo playthrough. Hope you're having a good time. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We have all kinds of awesome sci-fi gameplay, and I'm happy to have you here. Chances are you're going to find something you like. So let's go ahead and get started. So last time we left off with us finishing the SLEs and ending up at Coruscant, and this time I thought it would be important to go back and try to get the look right, because that was something that I really wanted to do the first time. So here we go. This is kind of like my new Han Solo look. I have this shirt, which I think that works pretty well. I like it. So I'm going to stamp it real quick before I do anything else to it, just to make sure I have more than one look for it, because this default color looks good. And since this thing cost me a freaking fortune on the GTN to buy it, I don't want to have to do more than one. So what's going on, guys? We got a lot of people watching tonight. I appreciate you. Why is Han so ruthless, mate? Like, Han was never as brutal as your character, but I like it. Well, who knows what he was like whenever he was young. I kind of think that it's more interesting to examine how that would go if he was in the Old Republic. Alright, one thing I did want to check is if I can get a blue and white thing for this, because I really want his jacket to look like the Bespin Han Solo, which is why I got this, because that's like exactly pretty much the jacket he wore in Bespin, which was my favorite version of him. Let's take a look. I don't know if I can afford it. Probably not. Yeah, it's 29K. And let me see, does this even work? I mean, it does. All right, let me check one other thing. Sup, Jay? Good to see you, man. Thanks for everybody coming out. Just to apologize for the late stream. I took my wife out to dinner tonight. I know that that's something that I kind of feel like I shouldn't have to apologize for, but I mean, this is the internet. So. Sorry, so we started a little bit later. I devote pretty much 100% of my time to the channel whenever I'm not at work, and sometimes that can have strains on relationships and everything else I'm trying to do in my life, so, you know. She asked me if we could go out to dinner tonight, and I was like, you know what, we can do that. We'll push the stream back. Also, we're going to have a shorter stream than normal tonight because I'm testing something. So, I'm planning to go just a little over an hour. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'm on my way back to Coruscant now. I can't afford a blue and white dye, so we'll come back at some point and do that. See, this is Coruscant departures. Alright, I did see Lando and the other people that are probably going to be joining us on Coruscant, so I'll be right there. Alright. So here we are. Was this Interfleet transport? Did I go to the wrong place? Thank you, Lando. No, I don't want to shuttle there. Let's go to Coruscant. There we go. Alright, very cool. See, I'm having a Reddit war with somebody right now. I gotta read what they're saying. That's how you know you're a true nerd. Alright. So here we are. So I am now on Coruscant, and it looks like Lando's going to join me. Let's go ahead and pull out Corso, my companion, so we can do these quests. Actually, Corso needs to look cooler than this. That's damn disappointing, son. Let's go ahead and outfit him with something a little bit more scary. Alright, let's see, what do we have? We've got a bunch of different stuff. What is Corso really? I don't know. He's not really a smuggler. He's really not much of anything. He's just a dude. Looking through some of my stuff. I don't know. Maybe this turncoat armor set would look good on him. I have no idea why I unlocked that for everybody. Like, when I look back at some of the cartel coins I've spent for, like, practically no reason, I'm like, what? Canderous' armor set actually would probably look pretty badass on Corso, because it's the only one that looks like normal clothes. All of these look like, you know, he's got somewhere to go, or he's actually important to the story, both of which I don't think are true. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll throw all this on Corso. Thankfully, they switched it now that we don't have to upgrade our companion's armor, because that used to be a complete pain in the ass. So this is kind of nice. You can just set them how you want them to look, and it's all good. So we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, there we go. I don't even have to put a head slot on him or anything. There's boots too. Where's Canderous' boots? There we go. So this is the Canderous Odo look. Can't even say his name right. All right. Very good. I like it. That's a little bit better. Now Corso looks like just a guy. I think that's perfect. All right, so let's have some fun tonight, guys. We're gonna play through the story as much as we can on Coruscant, and I think the smuggler gameplay is actually pretty cool. I mean, you're chasing down your ship, and you might find a little bit more than you expected as well. Admiral Newman. Nice. I like it.
Everything
Nice spelling.
Coruscant is huge. You see those city towers as we flew in? How many people you figure live in those? Millions?
Let's go find Scovic and disintegrate him.
Whoa, slow down, Captain. This planet must have 1 trillion people on it. Want to find Scovic before we're too old to shoot straight? We're gonna need local help.
Okay, John, go ahead and get into the PlanetSide 2 channel, since that one's been set up for that.
We'll just rattle some skulls until Scovic falls out.
Wouldn't mind getting some practice with Sparky here, but I know a faster way.
Yeah.
There's a gambler named Darmus Pollerin who keeps tabs on everything worth knowing about Coruscant. Good man. You'll like him.
What else do you know?
Vidu called him an information broker. When Darmus isn't playing Sabacc, he buys and sells the kind of answers we need.
Interesting.
I still have Vidu's hollow frequency contacts, and Darmus is one of them. Give me a second, and we'll talk to the man himself.
Corso, is that you? It's been too long, you rascal. What brings you to Coruscant?
A friend and I are in a real bind. Is there a place we can meet you?
Of course. Come to my private cantina booth. I'm here now, winning my 10th hand of Sabacc against a very persistent Rhodian. Hope you don't mind the occasional blaster fire. The cantina is in a rowdy part of Coruscant.
Sounds like my kind of place.
Do you know how to play Sabacc? If not, I'll teach you. It's the favorite game around here.
Keep your comlink channel open, Darmus. I've got some bad news about Vidu.
What's good on
Darmus up to speed
Chemistry
while we
Guy? Good to
travel
see you.
Stick with me or I'll leave you behind.
You got it.
All right. Yeah, so he's a little bit more brutal, certainly, than maybe Han Solo was. But Han Solo, the character got softened over time. I think that's something that's legit to talk about. So, you know, Han Solo was always the rogue. What was it, like the what do they call that? The hooker with the heart of gold. But like the rogue turned good boy because of love and Leia. But really, Han Solo, I think initially as he was written, and certainly through some of the things like Tales from Mos Eisley Cantina and stuff like that, was never really the great guy. You know, he kind of like towed the line of what gets paid and what gets the job done is okay, and I kind of like to see that. I think the characters that are not cut and dry, like I'm good, I'm evil, you know, I'm in between, are more real, and it's something that we can definitely identify with more. So here, I just wanted to grab that real quick for the Senate Tower. Now we got to go down to the place in here. Let's get this as well. Might help us level up. There we go. All right. So I do like this new look. I think this looks pretty good. But let me know, did I finish Deep Space Nine? Holy crap. No, I don't have another 2 months of my life to devote to watching it. I will at some point. We're going to go to the Galactic Market Taxi.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
All right. But yeah, no, I definitely think the characters that are flawed, like we are as individuals, you could never paint me as a person into like this little box and say, I'm this, I'm always going to do that, because that's just not realistic. So that's part of the reason why flawed characters, I think, always do better in terms of realism and having people relate to them, because that's exactly how we are as people. Sure, we all strive to be perfect, but nobody is, and you know, maybe that's why sometimes it's nauseating that the hero never makes mistakes in a movie or is like this perfect person, and it's just not something that we can relate to. I don't know. That's why it kind of annoys me, and this is my own personal gripe, but it super annoys me when people say like Anakin is a whiny teenager or Luke was whiny. Guess what? When you were 20, you may not have realized it, but you were whiny as hell too. You really were, because that's just how people are at that age. Just like you were probably an annoying child, and that's not to be mean to you. That's just how children are. And as we get older, we kind of realize that, and then there's still sometimes like this pushback, and we say, "Oh, you know, I wasn't like that. I was different," but deep down we know. So, okay, enough of that. We're trading. What are we trading? Oh, dude. Nice. Thank you. An advanced blood red war hero crystal. Thank you, man. What is a marshland ambusher? Thank you. Let me take a look at this. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, so, that's not bad. I like the belt. I say. Yeah, that belt's sexy. Let's go ahead and put that belt on. Alright, thank you very much for this, John. I will check it out in a little bit. But first, we're going to go ahead and throw that stuff in there, so thank you. Yeah, for the for this series, I'll definitely accept help. So thank you. Go ahead and do that. Get a war hero crystal. Nice. So now we have a nice blood red blaster, which is pretty appropriate. And then here in the outfit, go ahead and replace it with that. Apply that. Now we have to fix everything else. We don't want our gloves or, well, maybe this. You don't see it as much. All right, there we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Thank you, John. It's awesome, actually. Let's hide that head slot. Yeah. Did it not go? What the hell just happened there? Did I not activate that? Oh, okay. Apply. There we go. All right, man. Look at that. So we've got the Bespin look. All right, let's go in there and crack some heads. Thank you so much. I do enjoy the smuggler story. I think it's one of the better ones. It's got your third science nexus. I don't know what you're talking about. Or not, John. Who's playing Lando? I'm so sorry.
You're all right.
Giving the credit to the wrong person, I think. I used to play cards.
Welcome,
Still do
my
sometimes.
friend. I'm Darmus Polaran, Sabacc player and information resource without equal.
Sorry, Rick.
You seem to have a lot of female admirers. Women seem to find me irresistible. Just one more way, I'm an extremely fortunate man. Sorry to hear about Vidu. He was a man of refined taste and a terrible card player. I'll truly miss him. Life is like Sabacc. The trick is to quit while you're ahead and enjoy your winnings. Exactly how I'll spend my twilight years. I'll still be flying around this galaxy 100 years from now. I like your spirit, Captain. Sometimes I think I'm already too old for this business. Now, I know this isn't a social call. Corso says you have troubles, and I'm prepared to help. A man named Scovic stole my freighter and brought it here. Corso mentioned a cargo hold full of stolen blasters, and the infamous Rogun the Butcher, too. My sympathies. Scovic is well known in the galactic underworld. He's earned death sentences across the galaxy for everything from armed robbery to kidnapping. He's known to be in the Sith Empire's pocket, and he even cheats at cards. I'm happy to help you find him. Scovic works for the Empire? On occasion, yes. The man isn't particular about his friends. Let's hope that makes him easier to catch. Soon as Corso mentioned Scovic's name, I alerted all my best informants. I'm getting some interesting leads.
What did I tell you, Captain? Darmus can find out anything. We'll have Scovic in no time.
Vito said the same thing, and look what happened to him.
Vidu, good as he was, lacked my particular gift for conversation, not to mention my vast network of contacts. Scovic recently used the services of a data slicer named Trixie in the Migrant Merchants Guild headquarters. Quite talented, I hear.
Say this, the man has a way with women.
I don't think it's a romantic relationship. Scovic doesn't convert with aliens, even near humans like Trixie. Trixie might be able to help you flush Scovic out of hiding. Be careful, though. The guild is well armed and doesn't like outsiders. Excuse me, but I noticed some delightful young ladies in desperate need of attention. Duty calls.
He's my kind of guy. All right. What's going on, Pims? Good to see you, man. So we're going to go ahead and accept that. We got some influence with Corso. That's great. Let's go ahead and move out. All right, guys. So what do you like? Do you like the new outfit? Do you think that works better? Like I said, I was just trying to do the Han Solo Bespin look, which is my favorite of his outfits, really. I mean, the Episode 4 one's pretty classic. Hopefully we get some good looks in the new movie as well. So, real excited for that. Holy crap. I don't know what happened with my phone, but I think that there's a update that really screwed some things up. Oh, what do we have here? Use the security panel. Maybe I should actually do that. You guys seem to know what I need to do better than me. Or is it right here?
That ought to fix you.
It shows it's like right here. Oh, that's for you. All right, so where's Trixie? Where are we supposed to go? This is all completely confusing to me. I think she's down here. Okay, I remember where this is. So I'm gonna have to go off of memory because for some reason my my stuff isn't showing up, but I'm seeing the group's quests. Okay. Yeah, dash render is that would have been a better choice, Pims. The problem is that it wouldn't tie into the movie, so nobody would be searching for that. But maybe if we do another smuggler in the future, I'll do that. All right. Now, one of the things I do like about this is if you're high enough level, you can just run through this initial ward without any issues at all. Super nice. All right, let me know if there's any problems with the audio. I'm a little pissed off about my setup because the last couple videos that I pre-made, I have hated the audio on them because it's been super inconsistent. It's too loud, it's too soft. I try to fix it in post-production and it sounds like ass. And I wasn't having problems like that before, so I think it might be time to move on from the Blue Yeti and really step up into the big boy world. When you do that, you start talking about a considerable amount of money, actually. Because then you have to get a mixer, and you're looking at XLR mics, and then it's not cheap. So, but it'll be a better experience. So that's the next thing I'm investing in for the channel. So fingers crossed, next month or two we should have a much better audio setup if I can do it. Okay, clearance pass.
Must need some blasted data card to open this thing.
There's bound to be somebody around here with a clearance pass. You ready for some more action, Captain?
Ah, apparently action found me. I do like the double blasters. And thank you guys, we found a clearance pass. Perfect. Alright, let's use that security panel and go talk to Trixie. If she's cute, who knows? Maybe she'll be my first.
Let's find that slicer and see what she knows about Scovic.
Alright, here we go.
monitoring you on the security network. You sure know how to make an entrance.
Guess we found our slicer. But why does this room look like a prison?
Because it is a prison. Thanks for noticing. Whatever issues you're having with the guild, I'm on your side. I'm just a slave here.
I'm not here to blast you.
Then is there any chance you're here to free me? Because I'm definitely ready to not be here. The guild locked me up 2 years ago. Forced me to work for them. I'll do anything to get out. What do you need?
That amplified her features nicely. Hey, what's going on? Is it Jose? I don't know how to say your name correctly. I don't want to upset you.
We'll be on Scavic's trail and I'll free you.
Finding his trail is easy. Just look for the slime. I knew that Corellian pig lizard Scovic had ticked off the wrong person. No wonder he was in such a hurry. Scovic paid the guild to clean his identity record. They made me slice into the Republic's main database and delete all his arrest warrants.
You just cracked open the Republic's database and changed things?
That's what I do. The Republic administrators never even knew I was there. Sorry, but that's all I know about Scovic. I'm not sure how else to help you.
I want you to make that scum's life miserable.
I don't know about miserable, but I think I can put him on the defensive. Take away his spotless identity record, and Scovic can't walk 10 meters without attracting attention. He'll be a lot easier to find. I can ruin Scovic's identity record for you in no time. If I do that, will you let me go?
I want Scavic's record dirtier than a sewer on Hutta.
In other words, just the way I found it. No problem. I saved copies of everything I erased from Scovic's identity record. All I have to do now is transfer the data back. There. Easy. The minute he passes an identity checkpoint, it'll trigger an alarm.
So we could kill her.
A gangster put a price on my head. Can you fix that?
Thing about gangsters is, getting in trouble with them is easy. Getting out? That's something else. Sorry, I can't help you there. Okay, let me go now, so I can make it out before they lock this place down.
I was always planning to let you go.
Thank you, you're my hero.
Oh.
Maybe we should go check in with Darmus. See if he's got any new.
She's not that appreciative, though. Alright, first of all, that Lando outfit is freaking perfect. Well done on that, by the way. Super well done, Rick. Good job. Alright, so she's not that appreciative. And my Jedi Knight has been with a woman in this game before my smuggler. There is clearly something wrong with this. I'm a little disappointed. Okay. Alright, cool. And then we have the RoboCop's nemesis up here as well, John. Yeah, we'll do the go ahead and share that quest with me. Can you share me the quest for the heroic? We can go do it right now since it's right here. Is quest sharing still a thing? Yeah, it is. Sweet. Alright, we'll go do that. We gotta go defeat Chopper, Long Eye, Burnout, Basher, and Gunshot. I'm putting together a team. You in? Yeah. Nice. Okay. What's going on, Captain Hero? Good to see you. Thanks, guys. I appreciate everybody. I'm trying not to talk during the cutscenes because I want it to have value for people that are watching it and maybe have never seen the story because, honestly, it takes a lot of your life to go through every class in this game, so I can understand that there's a lot of people that may not have seen it. Enemy reinforcements are arriving. Uh-oh. There we go. We're kicking ass now. Putting together a team. Alright, there's Basher.
Better?
And Chopper. But not that Chopper. Alright, there we go. We got a Talon belt, which is actually really good. It's not something I want to wear. Maybe. I mean, I'm definitely going to keep it for later. I don't have the required class to use that. Unfortunate, but informative for science. Okay, so you have to be a trooper for that belt. Now, there used to be armor sets that you could only get from certain, if you were certain classes or in certain locations and stuff like that. The game has gotten significantly better in terms of how it deals with a lot of that, which is pretty cool. And they are pretty much on the forefront, I think, of the MMOs I've played, at least, with the exception of Star Wars Galaxies, of of having a decent customization set now. It wasn't like that at launch, but it certainly got better. In fact, it used to look like a clown whenever you'd loot armor and put it on, because it always had different colors and you couldn't match it. And so you would look really ridiculous. But now it actually looks pretty cool. Guys, if this is your first time in here, there's an object here that you can use. Level 15. Yeah, I said hero. There we go. So we've completed our mission. Good job, guys. We did the heroic quest. Everybody's happy. Take all that monies. Gotta get that sweet, sweet money. And we ended up with the target lockbox, so let's go ahead and get that. Cool, so this is actually way better. Well, it's not. It's not better than what I had on. But that is.
That ought to fix you.
There we go. Alright, so let's get out of here and continue. So we're going back to Darmus Polarin. So I'm just going to take the quick travel. Right back to the Dealer's Den Cantina. I'll be faster. Oh, dude, and you even have Lobot as your companion. That's so badass. That is a really well done Lando Calrissian. I am impressed. Sir, I am impressed. Alright, I'll meet you guys in there.
If it's a matter of credits, we can negotiate a new price.
I'm placing the bounty here. Details are up to you. All I'm saying is, you better be sure.
But I've been cheated out of everything I own. She deserves to die.
Disintegration's extra, not to mention permanent. Seems like you're overdoing it.
You may be right. After all, she is my wife.
Alright, so that guy was taking out a bounty to kill his wife, which is actually considered a big no-no in civilized societies. Don't do that, but it is funny. Hear them negotiate like that. Alright, let's go ahead and speak to Darmaris and see what's up.
An informant spotted you leaving the Migrant Merchants Guild. I trust Trixie was useful?
I have a better idea what Scovic is up to, but still no clue where he is.
At least you know where he isn't. My sources reveal Scovic is doing business with the Black Sun gang. A dangerous friendship for all sorts of reasons. Black Sun is notorious for keeping holo recordings of all their meetings. No doubt they preserve the highlights of Scavic's visit.
Seems like you're forcing the dots to connect.
Black Sun made a fortune extorting corrupt officials using their holo recordings. Nowadays, the gang records everything, just in case. Black Sun fragments its recordings over several computers to prevent unauthorized viewing. You'll have to assemble the relevant footage by accessing each computer. I should warn
Also known
you,
as a
Black Sun
data
controls
array.
the entire sector of Coruscant. They're thugs with the most horrible manners. Do be careful. Good luck.
Alright. So we're gonna infiltrate the Black Sun now and retrieve those holo recording fragments. Okay. Should be a good time. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We have awesome sci-fi content available for you 24/7. We play live streams Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Wednesdays. Wednesdays nights are going to be our community nights going forward. We got a pretty good reception for the PlanetSide 2 one we did on Wednesday. So maybe in 2 weeks we'll do a different one, and I'll try to announce it more than like 5 hours ahead of time so we get more people there, but it'll be a good time. Whatever it is, it'll be something that's fun to play together. Okay, so we're going to take the Republic Transport Service and head to the Black Sun territory. Also, my chair, just an update, my chair is still broken. What's up, Major Nerandic? Good to see you. Nice Boba Fett reference there. Disintegration is extra. Yeah, absolutely. Especially if it's somebody's wife. Now, that's part of it, though. I mean, if you could disintegrate your victim, you could probably get away with it. That's one of the things. We tend to have, like, some type of forensic evidence or like, somebody turns up, and that's why people get caught here. But in Star Wars, that would actually be a lot easier. Just saying. Yeah, but I guess the prime suspect's always the family. Alright, so here we are. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so it's down at the bottom, the hot pursuit. So we'll go ahead and do that. Geronimo. Alright. Let's show my age by yelling that as I jump off a thing. I don't know, that was just something people used to say. But I am old, so just deal with it. Although really, is mid-30s old? When you're mid-30s, you won't think so. Alright, so I'm just avoiding these guys because I don't like fighting trash mobs if I don't have to. So as long as they don't knock me off of the speeder, we shouldn't have any issues. And then here you can usually, if you do it right, you can even jump up there. Or I've done it before. It's not a big deal. We'll just go the long way. Oh, I'm pretty close to dying too. I should check that out. But I do like the speeder because it makes me feel like it's actually, you know, a little ship. You can see me in there piloting it like a badass. It is? Okay, so we'll see pimps, but we're considered old, so I don't know. I can tell you that my audience is mostly males. Well, like 98% males, age 25 to 34, something like that. And then, you know, it goes up and down from there. But that's the target segment. So, I mean, advertising-wise, I feel like I should be making more money than I do because that's like the coveted, you know, advertising bracket, right? For all these people. All right. We're almost there. Alright, so we basically have to infiltrate their segment at the very bottom. Now, what's interesting about MMOs over time is that the quests that were in here when this game first started, a lot of times because they don't want you to have 150 gigabytes worth of data on your, you know, machine and whatnot, they get trunicated over time. So there are quests that were previously available that you can't even do anymore, which is kind of annoying because I remember a lot of really cool quests that were side quests here that aren't even in the game now, so you couldn't do them if you wanted to. All right, so we're gonna go in here. There were some interesting side quests on this planet, for example, that are just gone. Now we need to download all the data, so we're gonna do that and use a RAID array. Put it back together. Some of them, right? But some of them are actually just gone, I think. Or at least on Tython, like the quest for Dimitri where you fight the robots and stuff, I don't even think that's possible anymore. Yeah, because there used to be a quest where he would send you over and you'd have to fight this robot in those little pads that were right next to the Jedi Temple. And it would get progressively harder, but I don't even think that's an option anymore. Oh, cool. How do you do that? Alright, so we'll go ahead and retrieve the data. Ah, Poe Dameron shall make an appearance tonight. Well, that's great. Ah, exploration missions. Cool. Thank you, John. No, it's one of those things that I'm complaining about it, but I have no intention of actually, you know, doing it. Okay, so there's one more here. Where the hell is this? I guess I'm missing one. Let me just double check real quick. Did I get this? Okay, John got that. I'm missing hollow fragment 2. I got 1, 2, 3. I'm missing one. Is there another one in that room that I didn't see? Here it is, yeah. There we go. View the encrypted recording. So let's go do that. Right. I remember those, Go-Go. For sure. Like, there were a lot of things that were interesting. Although that quest was always weird to me because they... I don't know. Maybe it was the voice acting about it that was a little bit off. I also remember the one where you'd pick up the Flesh Raider baby. I don't know if that's still in or not. But I always wondered why there wasn't an option to, like, do really terrible things there. Because, I mean, they give you dark side options for everything else, so killing a Flesh Raider baby seems like the first step into, like, the full spectrum to the dark side. Okay. So let's check out the vault, where we can put back together the storage. Not Deus Vault. There we go, level 16. Actually, we should train real quick. Let's pull out the Dr. Horror sub. Heroic moment, cool head. Okay, so that helps vent our stuff. Heroic moment I practically never use ever. Bravado increases maximum energy by 10. Pulse detonator. This one is badass. So I used to use the pulse detonator here. Go ahead and do it like that. I think that's good. So basically, what you do, and let me show you here. Like this. And it shoots people back from you. Super helpful in PvP. Very important if the Juggernaut or somebody is beating on you up close. Knock them back. Start using your big rotation. Take them down. Alright. Let's go ahead and finish this. Yes, I did. I did say Deus Vault. My sword is longer than yours. Welcome to the chat.
Jackal of the Stars himself pays me a visit. Long time no see, Scovic. You must really need my help, huh?
Sabacc, buddy, you're such a cynical guy. Can't I just be paying an old friend a visit?
You and friends is the funniest thing I've heard all year. Get to the point before I stop laughing.
Well, man from the outer rim is sticking to me like a Minoc on a power coupling. I need somebody to scrape him off.
Lawman, huh? Sounds like that'll cost you double.
Whatever it takes. Look, I'm in a rush to wrap up with the business here. Besides, finding work for my friends makes me feel good.
Nice. So where is this little parasite you want me to remove?
He's at a docking bay in the spaceport, and he's alone. I'm sure he won't give a burly scrapper like you much trouble.
I guarantee he won't. Oh, and I'll be wanting my payment in advance.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Sabacc. You enjoy yourself.
Might be this lawman knows how to find Scovic. We'd better try to save him. Let's go bust up that party at the spaceport, Captain.
Alright, perfect. So somehow we all ended up standing up on top of the console because that's just what you do. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the spaceport. I'm going to use my quick travel and totally go into the wrong one. Senate Plaza is closer. We're going to intercept Urbax. I like Mako. I mean, I really like the girl who does the voice for it. I can't think of her first name right now, which is unfortunate. Lacey Chalbert, I want to say. Yeah, she's just, oh, she's gorgeous. The story that I don't like... Well, there's two stories that I think are weak. One is the Jedi Consular, which makes me want to vomit in my mouth, especially if you play Dark Side Jedi Consular. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's like you're the only person in the world that can stop this horrible disease, and yet you kill everybody, and nobody like really ever questions it. And you're like, okay. But the other one is the Imperial Agent, and not for reasons that people think, because a lot of people really love that story, which fine, I get it. But to me, it's not a Star Wars story. It doesn't fit the universe. That story could work in any game because it's not specific to Star Wars in any way at all. So I'm just waiting for them to catch up to me a little bit. All right, now that I can see them on the map, I'm going to go in. So I think that's a huge missed opportunity. And like I said, I get it. It's a good story overall if you want to play that like spy, agent, double agent crap. That's cool. You know, I like it, but it's not a Star Wars story. It didn't bring anything to the genre, I thought. The Jedi Consular story is horrible. And it's sad because it has like such a well-known voice actor, and it was like he just didn't care, you know, for that role. It wasn't great. Yeah, 2 gunslingers make this go fast.
Mouse, but we're done playing. Time to die. I can't figure out if this Sullistan's deaf or just stupid.
You see those ears? Sullistans have excellent hearing.
I told you idiots to watch that door. Do I have to do everything myself? This is none of your business, scum. Get out while you still can.
Do I look like a deputy to you? You heard the man, lawbreakers. Surrender now, or else.
You really are as dumb as you look, aren't you? Kill them both, men.
Yeah, it's amazing to me in these games how often you get underestimated by everybody.
Sticking up for the little guy is what I do best.
Wow, 1.6 meters. Probably about my height.
I was just passing through when I heard the commotion. Tell me about this priceless relic. Is it valuable? I guess you could be right. I'm not promising anything, but I'll do what I can. Keep my name out of that report, all right?
See, now this is well done subtitling
Let's not be
because
here when the local security shows up. We don't have time to answer questions. Maybe we should go see if Darmus knows anything new about Scovic.
all right, we're gonna go back to Darvis, but that was good subtitling because they didn't make the alien speech drag on forever. That's like one of the things that I really didn't like about the original KOTOR, and something that I hope to fix whenever we do our KOTOR playthrough. So let's go ahead and go back to the Dealer's Den Cantina. Sweet. Mandalorians are awesome, which makes the bounty hunter story even more disappointing as you become the Mando, I think, in the second act. That's right. The part about Darth Jadis that I didn't like is that as soon as that was over, there was no Star Wars in that story. I mean, like, it started out interesting, and it looked like, you know, you could do this whole dynamic because basically everybody, you know, everybody has problems with the Sith because the Sith were essentially running everything, and their infighting was destroying the Empire. And if you saw it from like that point of view, it could have been really exciting to see, you know, to see the inner workings of it, and they totally went a different direction.
Are we lucky or what?
I never doubted you for a second, lover. You've always been my lucky
Ooh.
star.
Lover.
You two make me sick. Hold it right there, Captain. Is that a hairstyle, or did a womp rat die in your head? Did you just... Who do you... Shut up! Come on, you two. Let's cremate this fool and get rich. Your friends have so much to live for. Why get them killed? Ooh, tough talk from a scum on the run. I'm not afraid of you. I've got a flamethrower.
Ease off, Scorch. I have a bad feeling about this captain. Looks like more than we can handle.
Not man enough for a real challenge? Don't know what you see in this guy, Igara.
More than you could ever show me. Rilo, this bounty's worth more money than we could earn in a month.
All right, lover, but stay behind me. I don't want you getting hurt over a lousy stack of credits.
Listen to me. I'm not who you think I am. Oh, please. That's what they all say. I'm giving you one last chance to back off. All right. I'm officially bored. You'll be a lot more interesting when you're on fire. Let's burn it up!
Okay, I thought there was a way that you could avoid that, but I guess not. So now I'm gonna kill him. Oh, look at me. It was them or us. Oh well. Such a waste.
Having some trouble with bounty hunters, Captain?
Got anything for me about Scovic?
He's still hiding beneath whatever rock he crawled under. But I expect that will change soon.
I hear Black Sun's on an emergency recruitment drive, and you had an altercation at the spaceport. I take it my lead was worthwhile.
Scovic will be writhing on the floor before this is over.
That's quite the vicious streak. It seems he brings out the worst in people.
While we wait for Scovic to make his next move, perhaps we could play a little Sabacc?
I saw that one coming.
Corso, don't be such a spoil sport. What do you say, Captain? First game's on me.
What's the harm in a friendly game of cards?
Don't say I didn't warn you, Captain.
Get us a round of drinks, won't you, Corso? There's a good man. Let's deal some cards. You win again. That was very impressive.
Impressive? The captain just cleaned your chrono, Darmus.
I'd say you've played this game before.
I never said I was a beginner.
And I'm a victim of my assumptions. Well played, my friend. Hold on. I'm receiving an alert from my network. This may be what we've been waiting for. Looks like your efforts have paid off, Captain. My informants just witnessed Scovic fighting someone and fleeing into Justicar's territory. We have him.
Did your informant say who Scovic was fighting?
An alien of some sort, according to this report. Very peculiar. The Justicars don't tolerate outsiders in their sector. Scovic must truly be desperate to risk his life going there.
I'm not letting some Justicar kill Scovic before I do.
And you'd better hurry. Justicars aren't known for their mercy. My informants are a brother and sister named Jick and Jewel. They know where to find Scovic. I'll tell them you're coming. Play your hand carefully in the Justicar Sector. My instincts tell me Scovic hasn't shown all his cards yet.
Scovic won't get away from me this time.
Good luck to you, Captain. I hope you make Scovic pay all his debts.
All right, excellent. And I needed some pants because I didn't have any. So this is good. What are they? 38s. Okay. Good. All right, so we have real pants now. Not to say anything about what I may or may not be wearing while streaming, but I mean in the game, I didn't have any pants. All right, so let's go ahead and take it. We're going to the Justicar Sector, so okay. We'll just run because there's no faster way to get there. Apparently I didn't unlock it. I was under the impression that you unlocked everything now when you got here, but I guess not the case. There's a way not to kill those bounty hunters, so I screwed it up. You put it into the chest slot, Don, or John.
You're all right.
If you want to dye everything that color, otherwise you have to.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Otherwise, you have to individually do them. So essentially, like these, you open them up and you can see there's a dye slot here. So if I wanted my boots to be like a very special color, I could put them in there. But if you put something in the chest slot here, it'll unify, and you have the option to unify everything you use in that color scheme. So just be careful with it, because sometimes when you do that, the other things won't dye in the way that you like. So you probably want to test it first. What did I think about the Trooper story? I like the love interest because accents are sexy, but overall it was pretty meh. It was like you're the most important squad in the galaxy, and we don't even have time to, you know, we don't even have time to refill your squad until later, and you know, General Garza is completely and totally incompetent. It's just, I don't know. There was a lot to it that I didn't really particularly care for. And now this part right here, that, first of all, that is amazing. That is awesome. I am super jealous of that. What is that? That is the Minas Scarab. That is awesome, Lord Baggins. I really like your ship there. You're making me want to change mine. Okay, that's it. We're changing. Hold on. I'm going to pull out my Starfighter-like one. So let's go to the mounts that I have. I want to say it's right here, yeah. SWTOR sub perception. So we're going to go ahead and put that over here. Alright, there we go. Now we're all in awesome fighter-like things. I like this because it reminds me of like an actual speeder. What do I think is the best story? Sith Warrior. The Sith Warrior story is Star Wars, to me. People say it's predictable, but I mean that is the essence of what Star Wars always was. You know, Master versus Apprentice, Light versus Dark, betrayal, all that. Waiting for John. All right, here he is. Let's do it.
The captain, right? About time you got here.
Oh, these two are
Thanks to you, the Justicar
a trip.
snagged my brother Jick. Should have never tangled ourselves in your cloudhead business.
What do you mean by cloudhead?
You're from where the air is thin and heads are soft. This is Turferland. Wise up and grab some ground. I'm Jewel. My brother Jick and I were watching Scovic for you. Big mistake. Nothing but trouble. Things always go bad for turfers when cloudheads come down here. Never should have took this job.
Are you done berating me yet?
Haven't even started. You kept me worrying and waiting a long time. Jick and I were tailing Scovic when the Justicars came after us. Jick stuck to Scovic, I drew the Justicars. I lost those helmet brains easy, but they snagged Jick and hauled him off to their detention center.
I could lend a hand if you need one.
Like you have a choice. Our bad luck is your bad luck. Jick knows where Scovic went, but he didn't have time to spill it to me before they snagged him. You want Scovic? Better prowl into the Justicar's detention center and free my brother.
I think you know where Scovic is. Tell me.
Think you can beat answers out of me? Try it. If I don't get my brother back, I don't care if I live. Once inside the detention center, you have to bash all the Justicar droid eyes. That's how they track intruders. If those droid eyes aren't rubble, the Justicars will know your face. You don't want that.
I was already planning to trash the place, kid.
Make sure you get all the droid eyes. It's the only way we get out of this clean, understand? Don't just stand there goggling at me. Get Jick out of that detention center before something happens to him.
I've been meaning to get some exercise.
Take this holo transmitter with you. I want to talk to Jake as soon as you free him.
Okay, I thought maybe we could scare it out of her and not have to do this, but apparently no dice. That's not what we wanted to do. There we go. Alright, to the Justicars. Hey, look at that. You guys are all, yeah, we're some dapper men here. Let's do it. Yeah, it's definitely a Sith Warrior for me. My wife really likes the Sith Inquisitor, which is also not bad. It's not bad, I guess. It's interesting. Not my favorite, but I can totally see why other people like it. It's not like the Imperial Agent, where I'm just like, yeah, it's a good story, but it's not a good Star Wars story, and that's why I don't like it. It's not that I don't like it in general, because it was actually pretty cool. Hey, it's perfect. We'll let this guy just go first and take all the aggro. Go ahead. Alright. I like to drive across half the level to find the next part of the quest, but that is part of the fun. I want to say that this goes up to level 18, so hopefully we get to level 18 before we leave, but we might not. That's okay too. So the goal is to finish Coruscant and then end the stream for tonight, so we'll go until then. Shouldn't be that much longer. Almost done. We only have maybe one sector left to go. It's been a while this way. This is one of the things that always bothered me with modern MMOs, and I wish they could fix it, but I guess that the technology just isn't there, is just how big the rooms have to be compared to your character. It doesn't feel real, but all the MMOs do that, from like Star Trek Online to World of Warcraft to this, so it's clearly an engine limitation somewhere that is either impossible to overcome or just they don't feel that's worth it. But for me, like the intimate angles of like a starship, whenever you have close-up shots and it actually feels like it's, you know, enclosed, that to me makes it even more real, because living on a ship like Voyager or whatever doesn't seem that bad if it's absolutely huge like this. Like, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. See how big this is? And that's just because of the camera, but I'm sure there's a way to do it that doesn't involve that. Alright, let's get all these security cameras. They're a pain in the ass because they take a long time to respawn, so you really gotta fight people to get them. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to go up here and fight this guy too. Oh yeah, we could maybe do that. I think Sidious's backstory is vague enough that we can make that work. There we go. Let's go speak to Jick.
I take it you met the Justicars. You were supposed to contact me when you found Scovic. Have they hurt you?
Might as well spring the little fella while we're here.
Don't worry, I won't leave you in there.
He's doing me a solid.
I'm really not an upstanding citizen.
Alright, so we took care of that. Sweet. And something I wanted to say, but I forget. Alright, let's talk to Jick.
I feel like my insides are coming out. If you plan to throw up, do it away from me. Nothing left in my stomach. Justicars were hard on my appetite.
Jick, it's me, Jewel. Are you alright? What did those Justicars do to you?
Hey, sis. Knew you wouldn't forget about me. Who's the Cloudhead?
The Captain Darmus asked us to help. What happened when you followed Scovic? How come the Justicars snagged you?
Saw something I wasn't supposed to. You won't believe this, but I caught the Justicars trading supplies with the Empire. How could that be? It doesn't seem possible.
Some turfers think a few Imperials stayed behind after the war ended. I always thought it was just stories to scare the kids.
Scovic and the Imperials were laughing about something. I'm not sure what. The Imperials took Scovic into the works. The works, huh? Then that's where I'm going too.
Are you crazy, Cloudhead? That place is like instant death. If Scovic dropped to the works, you may as well go home. You wouldn't last 5 minutes.
We're pretty good. Bet we last 10 minutes.
The works is nothing but toxic ruins and berserk droids. People who go down there don't come back.
If Scovic and the Imperials can survive down there, so can I.
You're a lot braver than I thought. Or dumber.
I'd like to go home now. This is the worst party I've ever been to.
Jick, remember the tunnel we found? Crawl in and come to the warehouse. I'll hide you from the Justicars.
Great. I'm gonna smell like Rancor droppings for a week. Thanks for busting me out, Captain. Get out of here before I start shooting again. You got it. I've risked my life enough for one day.
Jick, take my transmitter from the Captain before you leave. I'm not letting you out of my sight.
Don't be so dramatic. There's only a little torture.
So I can't tell if I threatened him or if I was gonna start shooting the other Justicars.
You'll need it.
Must have been the other Justicars, because he took that in stride. He didn't seem to care. Hey, look at this. They're out here pointing guns at each other. Alright. Sweet. So let's go ahead and go now. So where are we going? Are we going back to... Oh, we gotta race the devil. So let's take this back to the Justicar Sector. Unfortunately, there's nothing for me to train right now. Thank you for that, Rick. Yeah, I would do that, except that he doesn't have a very big search thing. So I found that, like, in order to maximize the YouTube potential of anything that you do, you have to try to tie it into something that actually gets searched for. And I know that kind of sucks because there's a lot of creative stuff that I want to do that absolutely nobody's searching for. So that when I do that and I get like 100 views on a video, that really, really sucks. And it kills my motivation for the channel. So I try to avoid that as much as I can. You got to play the game. So like the people that get super big on here, they do dumb things like blogs and stuff, which I find of no value. But I understand there's a lot of people that watch that. But pretty much if they watch the trending topics and make videos on that, it's actually pretty easy in that case to blow up, even with less than stellar content. I just don't want to do that. I find there's more value in in doing stuff like this, but you still have to balance that with stuff that's being searched for. Ah, the Jedi Academy. Look at that. Alright, let's go ahead and intercept Scovic. I don't remember where he is down here. Alright, we'll just go this way. Maybe I can get my ship back. It is pretty sexy looking after all. Look at that, look at that. Man, just rub it in how awesome that ship is, Pow. That thing screams Star Wars. I look at that and I say, that's Star Wars for sure. That is what you would call Star Warsy.
Van Ruby. It's even more exquisite than I imagined. This will be the perfect centerpiece for my gift to the Grand Moff.
Sure to learn you a nice, fat promotion. Maybe the Grand Moff will finally let you go home to Droman Kaas.
Watch your tone, Sabacc. My agent is standing by at the spaceport ready to deliver the item. You have someone ready to receive it?
There's a twitchy little starship merchant named Fabazan in my docking bay. He'll accept my payment.
Lieutenant, transmit the signal. I don't know what you want with that grotesque trophy, Sabacc, but it's all yours now.
Need any other priceless relics, Commander? Just let me know.
Sorry I'm late to the party, boys. Traffic was crazy. Sabacc, is this some sort of trick?
Captain, seriously, I admire your persistence, but this is ridiculous.
How do you know this man, Sabacc?
He's an acquaintance who just can't take a joke.
I just really put my gun away in the situation and leave myself vulnerable?
You're gonna be a
am I that dumb?
We're done with you, Scovic.
Corso, I heard about your job. Hey, don't let unemployment make you bitter, all right? You're the one who fouled up my identity record and sent half the galaxy chasing me? That wasn't very nice, Captain.
That's nothing compared to what's next.
Haven't you had enough revenge for one day? I can't believe you kept that Sullustan lawman alive. If it wasn't for the Justicars, the little runt might have actually caught me.
Enough of this. The captain is your problem, Sabacc. Deal with it.
Commander, would you mind vaporizing the captain for me? I've got places to be.
Sabacc! Blast that scoundrel, always leaving me to clean up his messes.
Do you enjoy being Scavic's maid, Commander?
No, and I'm afraid you won't be leaving here. We'll give you a very nice, unmarked grave. Who do you think you are giving me orders? You're as good as dead, you alien filth.
Yeah, so, like, his blaster's down, my blaster's down. Corso's the only one that has any sense here. We're kind of not even in a Mexican standoff. They could probably kill us before anything happens.
Boy, am I happy to see you.
Spare me your false heroics. Men, kill this alien scum!
Oh. I didn't remember that. It kind of makes sense. That's what happens if you're not a men character and you go into a gun situation with your damn hand down. So learn from this, guys.
Why didn't you let me handle those Imperials myself?
Impressive.
Hey. $4.99 to Captain Katarn. Keep it up. Mate Solo is the best original movie character. Though I gotta admit it, I don't like the look of the movie coming out. I'm not 100% sure on it either. I changed my mind. Okay, so he died. That's horrible. That's kind of sad. I feel slightly sad about this. I am conflicted. Also, let me go in here because for some reason I don't think I'm area looting, which is super annoying. Controls. Yeah, enable area loot. Who would have thought? Okay, so we'll get out of here. The new Solo movie, I've gone back and forth on it. The latest trailer made me think that maybe it'll be okay. I don't know. Lucasfilm is 2 for 3 in my opinion. I changed my mind on The Last Jedi. I'm not that... I'm just like, I'm kind of meh on it, and so for me, if I'm meh on a Star Wars movie, it's a fail. Maybe it'll be different when I get the movie at home and watch it a few times and, you know, accept it, but right now I'm kind of like, it could have been way better. Alright, let's go ahead and get into Docking Bay 87. So we could have, I could have definitely quick traveled there, but I'll take the scenic route. We talk about it. So thanks, Matt. I appreciate the super chat. And has anyone seen the design for the snowtroopers for Solo? It made me want to puke. I have not seen it. Honestly, I haven't followed it that closely. Just the last trailer, I watched it once at work because one of my coworkers is like, I don't know, man, this trailer looks pretty good. The guy's got Han swagger, and I was like, okay, well that could be something at least. I'll admit that that's potentially encouraging. I don't know. I'll give it a chance. And it was one of those things like Rogue One was the story that I didn't think we needed to hear, but in my opinion, that worked out really, really well. So Solo could be good too. No, I didn't. I mean, honestly, I don't have any problem with the way Luke went out, because Luke went out saving other people, which is something that I think his character would do. I think the biggest point of consternation was just that, you know, that there was this feeling that Luke would have never, you know, abandoned the galaxy like that. That's really the issue. The ending wasn't a problem for me at all. I was fine with it. It was more the time between the ending and all that. I honestly, I think Lucasfilm should have reshot the movie after Carrie died, and I know that might not be popular, but limit her role. You know, find a way to incorporate the existing footage into a proper end of her character story arc, and then move forward, and it probably would have been a much better film. But hindsight's 20/20. Alright, so here we are. Hopefully now we can get my ship back.
You got a name?
Well, alright then. You just messed with like four scoundrels. How do you feel?
That just means you're an even bigger thief than Scovic.
Not yet. But you owe the captain something for all his trouble.
This is about to get real ugly for you.
I didn't get dark side points for that, because I don't think I should. He just had everybody try to kill me, and he has possession of my stolen ship. Ah, there she is. Look at that. If that isn't the Ebon Hawk or the Ebon Falcon, I've never seen one like it. Chances are you see what I did there, the Ebon Falcon reference, because that's clearly what they were going for here. A cross between the two. Alright, so here we are. This is going to be my ship now. Pretty awesome. The smuggler ship is actually really cool. Alright, so here we are. This is the ship, and I'm sure that the intro sequence will start any second now. Where is that droid, that annoying droid that'll start it? Give me a moment to find him. Maybe it won't be the droid, maybe it's the other event. Okay, so be it. Alright, let's go take a look. So we have an engine room back here, pretty cool. We have me shooting up the place. We have a med bay, also pretty important in case anybody gets hurt, which is frequent in my line of work. We have the crew quarter bunks, pretty neat. Over here we have, well, what the hell is this?
I'm taking a wild guess that my life just got a new kind of complicated.
Well, hello there, gorgeous.
Funny, I don't remember leaving a beautiful woman in my cargo hold. Must be my lucky day.
Depends on your definition of lucky. My name's Risha. I've been traveling with Scovic as part of a business arrangement.
What kind of business are you in that you keep a guy's head in a jar?
Don't judge me by my cargo. A girl can't always choose how she earns a living or who she deals with.
Now I'm all ears. Keep talking.
Scovic was going to deliver this cargo, but he's proving unreliable. I think you might be a much better partner.
Let's hear your offer and we'll see.
My offer is simple. I make you filthy rich. It's a pretty straightforward business model. What do you know? That's Scovic on the ship's hollow. This should be an interesting conversation. You're late, Scovic, and I just made a new friend. I think you two will loathe each other.
Congratulations, Captain. You're officially #1 on my list of people to kill.
Hope there's room for me on that list. I hate feeling left out.
And don't sweat it, Corso. I promise to kill you second.
Have a good night, guys.
Can't kill what you can't catch, Scovic, and you don't have a ship.
Well, there's plenty of ships to steal in Coruscant. I'm sure I'll find something fast and deadly. Don't know how you got away from those Imperials, but next time, I'll kill you myself. Assuming Rogan the Butcher doesn't get you first. I sold all those blasters you were supposed to deliver for him on Ort Mantell. I can't imagine he'll be happy that you lost them.
I'll work something out with Rogan. Don't you worry.
Nobody works things out with Rogan the Butcher. I suggest you enjoy what's left of your life.
Are you done posturing, Scovic? The captain and I have cargo to deliver.
Don't even think about cutting me out of this deal, Risha.
Finders keepers. Isn't that what you always say? Not my fault the captain here beat you to the big prize.
Sweetheart, you two just made the biggest mistake of your lives.
Thought that blowhard would never switch off. So, we were discussing how I can make you fabulously wealthy.
Oh, well,
The
when you
items
put
here
it that
are
way.
closest to a key that unlocks the lost treasure of a very rich dead man named Nock Drayan.
Now you're speaking my language.
Just wait. It gets better. Nock Drayan was the greatest gangster who ever lived. He personally wiped out the Wrath Cartel and the Vandal Helm Combine during the Syndicate Wars. When he died 10 years ago, Nock had more wealth than some Outer Rim worlds. Even the Hutts were jealous.
Nock sounds like my kind of guy.
He was ruthless, bloodthirsty, and vindictive. The only criminals who didn't fear him were the dead ones. Nock hid his fortune right before he died. For 10 years, treasure hunters across the galaxy have searched for it in vain. Until now. You see, I've finally figured out how to get the lost riches of Nock Drayan.
Sounds like you could use a professional.
Working with a professional would be very refreshing. Whoever gets Nock's riches will become an underworld legend. Scovic had his chance and blew it. Now it's your turn. Help me deliver these things in your cargo hold, and Nock Draen's wealth will be all yours.
What are you getting out of this?
I'm after something personal. The money doesn't mean anything to me, Captain. I'm the only one that can help you trade these items to get Nock Draen's treasure. But I won't tell you everything up front. To get the riches, you trust me the same way I trust you. One step at a time. Deal?
We'll see if this treasure hunt of yours is worth it.
Once you get a taste of this job, I think you'll be hooked.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Deal set up on Taris and Nar Shaddaa. I'll make all the arrangements and introductions for you on both planets.
Until then, I'll be in my bunk.
Ooh.
That caged beast there isn't much good for conversation, so come visit me if you feel like chatting.
No, I will.
I'll be around for anything you need, sweetheart. Anything.
That's a comfort.
Ooh.
Looking forward to working with you, Captain.
Oh, she got friendly quickly. Okay, so that was pretty fun. So we've picked up Risha, who changed clothing quickly. We have our ship back. A lot of great stuff. So I'm pretty satisfied with this. So guys, I think this is a good place to leave it. Let's go up to the bridge and take a look out at the surroundings of space. And here we are. So if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Again, it does help me. Shows YouTube that there's interest in my stuff, and that means that I'll continue to make videos, and you'll have a good time. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Captain Katarn. All the people that ran with me tonight, you guys are the best. All the people watching, love you. Thanks for participating. And I will see you tomorrow night for the Stellaris multiplayer campaign. See you in the verse.